Hello, fellow dorks, and welcome back to Alone in the Dork. We're continuing here with Welcome Aboard Captain, this introductory scenario. Now I'm going to hop into my Discord here. It looks like I've got Morgan on, and I don't know who CLB T45 is. It sounds like a droid. Actually, I think it's a person that I talked to in the Discord chat earlier, so I'm joining that right now. And I'm on that. Hey, there we go. We got Lone Spelunkers on as well. We got Mike, and we got a new friend on there. Hey there.
Hi, I go by Tyler.
Hey Tyler, what's going on, bud? Good to have you on here. It'll probably help. I don't think you do have it on, but yeah, if you turn down the volume on YouTube, I don't hear it in the background. I'm just saying that'll help. But try to keep that open as well, because that's how you'll be able to reference like the rule book whenever I pop it up. But good to have you. Where are you visiting from, Tyler? Visiting. Yay, Nova Scotia, fun. Okay, visiting. You're still there, I'm assuming. I'm trying to, the paperwork is literally right over my shoulder to get my dual citizenship for Canada currently.
Cool.
Yeah, my mother's Canadian. So I'm just trying to get all that. A new law was just passed, so I'm trying to get in, because if you have, I don't know, that's what I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Also, fun fact. So I did that commercial today. I've got some. I was able to pull some pretty cool swag from it. The session, like it was like a D&D game. I was playing a D&D game. So that like the background, like the set was really cool. But like this little lantern over my shoulder, they let me take that home. I have two of those. I have this like dragon egg that like lights up as well. I got me sword and I got like a pretty fun axe as well. So that these may become part of the background here before you know it.
Those are really neat.
Yeah, and I got some cloak. I got some like Obi-Wan Kenobi cloaks too. So yeah, that was a pretty fruitful day on top of getting paid a good bit of money for that. So yeah, welcome Tyler. Mike was on, then Mike ran away. I don't think he likes people from Nova Scotia. So he left. Lee Wade is in the chat as well. Hey Lee, Lee's joining us. It's like 2 a.m. his time. He is the writer of and designer of Alone Against Nyarlathotep. Has he written anything else? I don't know. But we also obviously do have Lone Spelunker on here as well, who Dungeon Hero, and he is the creator of Welcome Aboard Captain, as well as Expedition to Skull Island, and a few other things. Hey, AJ is in the chat as well. What's going on, AJ? AJ is my good friend. So wow, busy day on the chat. Whew, I'm hot. And it's also like I'm normally warm here, so my robe may not last the entire session. I know it's my trademark thing, but holy moly, it's warm today. But let's jump on into the game. So I'm gonna make my head smaller. Woo, man, been a busy day today. Here we go. Okay, Mike's back now. Okay, we're good. All right. So if you do remember, we left off. I'm able to go longer this session. I don't know if we'll finish, but I'll be able to go like a good until 7 my time, 7 PST. So let's see what we can bang out here. How you doing, Splunker?
Doing well.
Good. So hopefully we'll actually we've been doing, as we say, hopefully we don't keep screwing up, but we've been rolling really well last session. Not as well as you with a shotgun when you're fighting crows though. That was a very good roll. Okay, so let's. Mike's already moving stuff around. Perfect. Hey, Mike, how you doing, bud?
Hey, good. How's it going?
It's going. So if you remember last time, oh god dang it, I gotta move my head. I'm always like blocking important things. Where am I gonna put my dumb face? I'll put me down here underneath the dice. Okay. Last we decided last time we had this choice of do we either save the people on board the ship or do we save the ship and then save the people afterwards? And I think Mike had a pretty good point of like, well, first let's save the ship, because if we go on board and try to save the people, then we all probably die. So we did very easily. We pulled the ship out of the we exited the accretion disk. I almost said excretion disk, which is probably very different. Speaking of, I have a colonoscopy on next Wednesday, so I don't know if I'll be able to do Tuesday because I may be on the excretion disc myself. Okay, see what we got here. The darkened ship hoisted out. If you haven't already, roll for damage to your shuttlecraft for the ship scale failure ranks you generate. Avery! Hey, AJ. I guess he liked my joke. Did we take any damage? I don't think we did. Yeah, I think we're still good. So before long, your ship is pulled clear of the accretion disk. Okay, she's safe, Singh says. I can guide her from here if you want to blink over. We have blinking technology. That's pretty fun. You nod and stand up. I guess, is that like our teleportation, I guess? Heading back to the aft section of the shuttlecraft. You slide down a ladder into the lower deck where the blink pads are. Okay, do they call it blinking in other sci-fi things? I'm just not familiar with that.
No, that's just...
That's you? Okay, cool. No, that's you being cool. Okay. You nod and stand up. We go down to the blink pads. Pulling on an exosuit and snapping on the helmet, you position yourself on the pad. Ready, you say over the intercom. Godspeed, Singh says, and you feel the dizzying flash burn. I like flash burn. That's nice. Of being blinked. Suddenly, you're in a darkened hallway on your ship, okay? Making your way to the engineering, you find the reactor core. The containment sheath is shattered and broken, the gash in the ship having caused major buckling here. The reactor's not getting fixed anytime soon, you say. If we're going to get the life support back up, we're going to have to run it off the Dolly's systems. I'll get it prepped, Singh says. Here's a situation. You are prepping the power conduits to the life support system of the ship from the Dolly. You can always use D4 life support as a trait if you need it. So again, that's just like, you can always use like a D4 something. There's always this like fail-safe D4 roll. But again, that's a very low roll for us. So we are preparing the power conduits. We are dealing with damaged power conduits and incompatibilities with the system. So, and is this just solely our captain? Is she the only one that we are adding to this role? Is that correct? I'm going to see if I can bring the captain into this. Oh, I need to...
Yes, but you can make yourself available to ship systems like life support.
Oh, okay. So we have the life support, which is there. Okay. So we've got our captain here, which she, again, her traits are intuitive, tactician, empathetic, skilled diplomat, AWF protocols, and I know my ship. So those are always like our fail-safe ones. And then we also do have, like Splunker just said, ooh, that is for the wedding I'm working on. I have to do a Taylor Swift song. And like, it's called Lover. I don't know it. But I'm doing it like a Shakespeare scene. Put that away. I meant to pull this up. Okay. So we do have, it has a power of 4 or a difficulty of 4, or a health of 4. The difficulty of this, I can't remember the exact terminology. So what will work best for getting the power conduits up? We are working against damaged power conduits and incompatibilities in the system. It's like a Mac and a PC trying to work together here. Oh, and also, Tyler, feel free to join. I put it in the link. It's pinned. Join us in Owlbear, and I'll let you in so you can roll dice.
Oh, sure. Yeah, is it pinned in a specific...
It's in the chat, in the YouTube chat.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, what are we feeling? I think you were saying something, Mike. Sorry, bud. Phasers to prepare the power conduits?
Sorry, I had to get it out of my system.
Okay, good. The pew-pew lasers. Yeah, what are we feeling here? What's going to work best for this particular set of quandaries?
So we can use the shift, like the systems on the ships. Is that right?
Well, we can use the life support system on the ship, but that's just a D4. And again, we do want to we want the higher die values if possible. But yeah, we can totally use that.
Then I would think either the protocols or the I know my ship.
I know those are D6s, which is better than a D4. But I was looking at those, and those seem to be the most logical. So I think you're right on those, Morgan. Those seem to be, and you're doing a good job too of not just like being, well, I'm intuitive. I just press some buttons and hope for the best. Yeah, I feel like those are right. So why don't we have? We'll start with Mike and Morgan until we can get because Tyler maybe he probably has to still rejoin Owlbear. But why don't we have Mike and Morgan both roll a d6 for us? And and I got to roll d6.
I clicked the link.
Oh, got it. Yep,
the Owlbear little
you're in. I just let you in. Thank you. I couldn't see it. It was hidden behind stuff for me. There we go. Thanks, bud.
Thank you very much.
I'll let Tyler roll for me instead.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
First roll.
Do you know how to use Owlbear? It's not too hard.
Yeah, you get the dice up at the top.
Yep, there you go.
And sorry, so we said a d6 for this?
Just one d6, and then Mike will roll the other d6. Oh, Mike got a 4.
Pressure.
I know. And a 3. So we got a 4 and a 3, and that is going to be against my... And I have d6 as well, so actually this is like a pretty even roll. Oh, shoot. A 4, and god dang it, I didn't roll 2. A 4 and a 1. So that is actually, according to the Dungeon Here rules, you guys won that by 2. But Lone Spelunker says there is a different tie-breaking system in this. So I'm going to let Lone Spelunker speak here.
It hasn't been introduced in the tutorial yet, so you can just re-roll if you need to, or...
So you do. So for this one, you do just take the highest.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you, Lone. I was about to say, it's like that's what I was like. I'll let Lone Spelunker tell you what the tiebreaker is, because it's like I don't remember it, but apparently it hasn't been introduced yet. So let's re-roll those again, and I will do a better job of tracking you all. So Mike and Tyler, you're back up again. Roll d6. We got Tyler got a big old 1. Welcome to the team, Tyler. That's how we all roll here, buddy. And then Mike got a 4. Okay, and I'm going to do the 2d6, and hopefully I roll 2. Boom. Kia. Ooh, I got you guys by 1. So apparently here, the life support system, I guess the idea is we're starting to lose, and again, it's not like stamina, but it's resolve. So like it could be health, it could be literally like your morale, fear taking over. Like, so resolve is a great like blanket term for like what your characters are dealing with. So we did take a point of resolve. So this will go straight onto this may be kind of like the first point we've taken, and this will go just straight to our captain. Is that correct, Spelunker?
I think so. Yeah.
All right. So Mike or whoever feels like being friendly, if you can check one of the little resolve boxes on the captain right here. And Morgan, why don't we just have you roll 2d6? And then this will be your 2d6 versus my 2d6. Oh, Morgan. We should let Tyler roll like than this.
Yeah.
Here we go. Here we go. Now space is not... Oh, my God. I cannot kill you guys unless it's freaking Legendary Kingdoms, and that's the book's problem. That was another tie. All right, let's just have... let's just let Tyler go. Tyler, you can roll 2d6 for me, and all you got to do is just click the d6 twice, the d6 icon. Let's see how I do.
Big well.
Okay, there's a 4 and a 1. Those seem to be pretty popular. Jesus criminies. Okay, that's 2. So we just need... So we knocked down the prepare power conduits down by 2. So it is just 8. It just has 2 left. So we finally, like after like a little bit of fiddling with the systems, that maybe like the power's not turning on properly, air's not flowing, whatever is currently going on here with the life support system. But finally, you do get a bit of a breakthrough, and let's see if you can continue that going. Where, Mike, let's have you roll 2d6 for us. Let's see what we got here. 3 and a 3. All right. And then I'm feeling like I may beat this. I may beat this one. Will I roll above a 2? Yeah, I do. So we take another point of resolve. So again, maybe it's just not working. Maybe it's just like one of these like cranks. You have to like move to like some kind of crank thing. Thank you. I see Mike updating that now. Okay, Morgan, you are. I think it is your turn now. Roll the 2d6 for us. And we want. Oh, you're freak. You're right. We do have stamina. That is worth... thank you, Spelunker. We do have stamina, which is a reroll. And you can see we have a good bit of stamina. And we also... I don't think we can use... Since this isn't a team thing, we don't get to share it with, like... I don't think we do, with the Admiral, or whatever her name was, Singh. But if you wanted to, Morgan, we can do the reroll after both sets of dice are rolled, right? After my die and our die, correct? All right, so let's hang on to Morgan's roll because she may want to re-roll that 1, but let's see what I get because if I roll a 6, you may want to roll that 6. Oh my god. I'm the worst. Thank you, Mike. Nailed it. Again,
Right there.
yeah, as I think I said, I was like, space is like the safest place to be when I am representing space. So I think, oh my god, you got it. With a 3 and a 1, you got it. You don't need stamina when you're up against my garbage rolls. Okay. So nonetheless, you succeeded again. I know, Lee. Thank you for rubbing it in.
Sassy things.
Yeah, you guys are doing fine. You got it. You got the 4, so you got the power conduits set up. So you were able to like restore the you went down to Tashi station and picked up some power converters and then tow the ship back to the station. Let's do it. So, heading back to the station. Once you're well on your way back to the Star Dock, Singh says, perhaps it's time for you to head over to your ship and take command formally. I guess they're fine and back up to living. Meet your crew and survey the starship. Well, what about you? You shouldn't pilot the dolly alone. You could blink your head pilot over here first. Within a few minutes, you've established contact with your ship and blinked the head pilot over to the dolly. Okay. What is the name of our head pilot? And we already do have a name, and it's Velazquez or something. I'm so bad with names. I literally just started videos of Morkin, which I think I may stream after we're done with this. And it's like Juan Diaz. Oh, and it's like a name with a few syllables and consonants and some accents, and I get scared. So I don't know how to say that guy's name either. So we do have this pilot, and welcome aboard, Captain. You will not only define yourself, but you will also define our 6 crew specialists. And this game did come with like an already built crew, very similar to Expedition to Skull Island, which is also by the creator of this, which was super fun. But we do have the pilot, we have operations, communications, engineering, science, and medical. Together, these form your bridge crew of officers. Each of your bridge officers will be defined by a series of die traits. So in the same way that they all have different abilities and skills, which I'm currently blocking with this book, but they are all right there. Shrewd judge of character is the head of operations. I'm just looking over and seeing some of the fun things that Splunker picked for them. So, just like your captain, they will go on excursions, perform challenges, roles, and I do believe they will go on excursions. Like they get dropped off on planets and like go looking around, and like so they'll be on like little excursion teams and stuff like that, which is pretty fun. So blinking over to your ship's bridge, you find the rest of the officers standing at attention. The operations lead rises from the captain's chair and steps down. Who's your operations lead? Apparently, it's the guy who is a shrewd judge of character, and his name is, oh man, Lone Splunker. Man, that font is really small, but say it for me. You don't know how to say it, do you? You're just trying to make me look stupid. Alanaf? Alanalfe? Okay. Nobody knows how to say it. We'll just call him Alf, which makes sense, he's in space. They come forward and shake your hand. I hereby relinquish command to you, they say, and you respond with, I hereby accept command from you. We know to do that because we are good with our AWF protocols. Immediately, the bridge crew breaks out in applause. The operation lead smiles and says, welcome aboard, Captain. Immediately, they applaud again because I read the same paragraph. You sit down in the chair. This isn't the first time you've sat in a captain's chair. You've sat in one temporarily as the duty officer on the bridge, but it's never been your chair. It feels different somehow. Looking around the bridge, all eyes on you, the weight of responsibility sinks in, but you also feel a sense of exhilaration. Despite the state of the craft, reactors shattered, running on the barest maintenance power, having to be towed by a shuttlecraft, and a massive rift in the hull, it still feels magnificent. You ask for a status report. Your operation lead leans over to you and fills you in on the situation. We were traveling through drop space to rendezvous. Oh, this is like what happened to the ship in this wormhole. To rendezvous with it when there was an explosion. It shattered the reactor casing, and engineers had to shut it down before it went critical. Casualties, you ask? They go silent for a moment, then say, we lost 2 crew. You nod. Even before taking command, casualties already. We'll have a service when we arrive at Stardock. Have we retrieved the bodies and stored them? Working on it now, they say. Okay, what caused the explosion? The science lead steps over. All right, who's the science lead? We've got, oh man, that font. Ooh, can I zoom in? Oh, there we go. That helps me a lot. Seshadri. I don't know. Something like that. They say our working theory is that we were hit by Zenti, god dang it, lung splunker, you your freaking words, Zenti drop space caltrop mine left over from their war with the Orth. The Zenti developed the mines which they could suspend in a drop space indefinitely. A ship passing near them in drop space would cause them to explode, damaging the ship and throwing it out of drop space. Many ships wouldn't survive that. Oh, cool. So it's basically like mines set for people basically like going at like warp speed or something. Is that what it is? And they just like slam into them?
Exactly.
Oh, dude, that's pretty devious.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty fun. For the bad guys. Well, it's good to know she holds together, you say. Lucky we were in the area. The operations lead follows up with a report on the specific damage to different decks, the state of the crew, and how the trickle of power from the Dali is being carefully doled out to different key systems. Thank you. Carry on, you say, and the operations and science leads return to their consoles. It takes a few hours, but eventually the Dali tows your ship into the star dock. Tugs hoist the ship into place, and docking gantries extend and attach themselves to your ship. AJ, jumping in and seeing the ship is already in complete disrepair. Great to see things haven't changed, which is true. We haven't seen AJ in a few months now, and yeah, we're always in trouble. No matter if it's sci-fi or fantasy. Yielding the command chair back to your operations lead, you head off the ship and back onto the star dock, where Rear Admiral Singh is waiting. You greet her grimly as you both stand aside for the medical team pushing gurneys down the gantry, two of them with sheets over their faces. She gestures for you to follow into the conference room. Ooh, we got some pictures. Conference on the Caltrops. Okay, so here we go. This is where we're getting, we have a let's get started coming up. So we haven't even started, apparently. Stepping into the conference room, you're surprised to see a Zenti official wrapped in ceremonial green robes already seated. This is Lata. Lata stands and nods, her gray skull-like face expressing little emotion except the flash of bioluminescent green in her eye sockets. She wanted to meet with you. Ooh, is this based off of like a Star Trek race that I have no knowledge of?
No, this is an original one.
Okay, this is original. Okay, cool. Just again, me and like this inspiration material for this. I don't have much connection to it. Okay, so fun. This is a fun one. What do you got?
I just said right.
Oh, right. Oh, okay. You all take seats. Lata. That's how her language works. That's how you say this. We wish to express our condolences. We have been trying to clear the caltrops from the area that were mined during the war, but I'm afraid records of all their locations are incomplete, in error, or missing. It was a chaotic time, and we have many regrets. Were any lives lost? You nod. Yes, 2. Lata's eyes glow a bright green for a moment, then subside. Again, our condolences. If you feel it would be appropriate, I would like to attend the memorial ceremony. Of course, says Singh. We'll coordinate with your office. Lata nods. Thank you. This tragic event has brought to the fore the need to clear the caltrops from drop space. Perhaps we could coordinate and see if we can form a strategy for finding drop space caltrops and disarm them before any other lives are lost. Singh nods. That sounds like an excellent first directive for our new captain here. Oh, okay. Captain, why don't you coordinate with Zenti engineers and see if you can development a plan for trying to clear the caltrops, which may have drifted into this sector. Sounds like we are going to have to use some diplomacy. You nod. Your first mission is already one which will save lives and see you working with another species. Gross. Let's get started. Researching the caltrops. Okay, here we go. We got some stuff. Ooh, got some tension to diffuse here in a second. You summon your science lead to the Stardock engineering section, where 4 Zenti engineers are preparing schematics for your drop space caltrops for you. They show up with 2 crew members, ready to start working with the Zenti engineers to come up with a mind-sweeping plan. While you are researching, your science lead has 2 points of crew to spend, representing the crew members who have come to assist. You can spend these 3 points of crew like stamina to perform die rerolls. If you do, imagine what your crew member does to help. So we have basically 3 rerolls, and they are represented by like crews. Like are they red shirts? And but you do notice that there is some tension between the Zenti and your crew, which makes a lot of sense because they put the mines that killed some of our crew. So they had families. Diffuse the tension. Make some remarks to get the collaboration going smoothly. Cultural misunderstandings, and whose responsibility is it? Ooh, well, it's not ours. We were just flying. So is this solely just with the science and just the science officer and his 3 crew people?
I would say that's a captain.
And this is captain. Oh, okay. Thank you.
If you want to imagine the science officer being the one to say something.
I mean, it does, yeah, no, that does, but the captain is there. I just want to make sure that I'm doing your tutorial properly and not misguiding people, or misleading them, I should say. Okay, so this would be the captain, and just the captain, though, or is there doesn't seem to be being helped by the science person here, Seshadri. So we've got the captain. What are we doing to diffuse the tension here? And we have just some tension. It's just 1. It's just a difficulty of 1. I can't remember what the word is for the how many the hit point value of the challenge here. What is something that our captain would use to diffuse the tension here? And again, I'm still just rolling 6s, so my difficulty hasn't changed.
And there's a bunch for this one, right?
Yeah, I think so. Empathetic.
Diplomatic.
Skilled.
Even make a case for intuitive.
Yeah, I would agree with all of those, Mike. Why don't we have... Oh, this is fun. Mike, why don't you roll... which one are you going to roll for, Mike? Pick one. Diplomat. You're going to roll it. Morgan, pick another one.
I will do. Let's do intuitive.
Which makes sense. Okay, and then I'm going to have Tyler, our new friend, roll 2d6 for the bad dice, so we can learn to slowly hate Tyler.
2d6, okay.
All right.
2d6.
Yep. I think Tyler actually rolled fairly well. I got a 5. All right. That's what we're up against. Oh, no. So actually, Tyler won. So apparently tensions are really, really hot right now. And things are actually getting pretty heated here. And wow, Morgan rolled a 1 on a D10 and Mike rolled like a 3 on a D8. So apparently we're not as good with the charisma as we thought here. So apparently, yeah, like things are like starting to blow up a little bit, and whatever we're saying, people are not listening. So this isn't going very well, and we failed by Tyler, did you get a 5? Is that correct? It was your highest?
Yeah.
A 5? So we got 2 more resolve, but we do have 2 crew members where we could, for instance, re-roll Morgan's 1. Is that worth trying?
Yeah, why don't we do that?
Morgan, so you re-roll 1. So what is this crew member? So this is what the text says. We have to figure out like who this crew member is and like what they do. Let's see how the roll turns out, because it could just be another 1, and this crew member instead just throws a punch instead of trying to help out. So let's see what they do here. Come on, Morgan. Roll. You have a 50% chance to beat Tyler here. You tied it, which is better. So that is 1 of our crew member. So we have 2 points to spend of crew, so we have 1 left. So maybe it literally looks like it's going to go to like fisticuffs or something like this. And this crew member just kind of like breaks it up. Maybe it's like it's one of the heavies. It's like just like one of that really big, like built dude who just kind of like literally, does the everybody move, does the Andre the Giant and Princess Bride kind of thing. And so just kind of gets the room settled again. So now we can try this again. And we did spend 1 of our crew. So we do have just 1 more point of crew left. While you're researching, your science lead has 2 points of crew to spend. I see. Okay. So why don't we have Tyler? Why don't you pick one of the captain traits? What do you got?
I was looking at the other D8. I think it was the empathetic.
Empathetic. Let's go for it. So Tyler, roll a D8. Mike, pick another one. I want to win this, so I'm going to let Morgan roll the bad ones.
It does have to be unique.
4. No, it can be what you can roll the same ones over and over.
All right, I'll try the diplomat again then.
Okay, so we got a 4 on empathetic, which makes sense.
Do any of these need to beat the double D6s or one of the D6s?
Just one. Just currently, it is just whatever the highest of the D6s is. Wow. All right, Morgan, roll 2d6 for us. I know you're gonna roll. We're gonna roll amazing right now. I feel a 6. I can smell a 6. Wow. Okay. So, yeah, like maybe like the Andre the Giant guy just makes people even more mad because he probably just like hurls someone across the room or hits him with a folding chair across the back. That is a difference of 2. So is it worth re-rolling Tyler's, Morgan's 6? We could spend our last crew member or a point of our stamina. We could just use a stamina to negate that 6 and make that 6 be re-rolled. Or we could, like, for instance, re-roll Mike's. Mike had a 1 on a 1d8. So again, you want to typically roll the highest or the lowest die. Or do we just take the other 2 points of resolve? So again, our captain's already feeling a little not doing too great here in this diplomatic situation, which should have been going pretty darn well, and it is not.
What do you guys think?
Should we try to reduce the d6? Like keep the.
Yeah. I mean, we can spend. We have a good bit of stamina to use for the captain as well. The captain has a lot of stamina that we could burn. We don't need to use that crew member currently. The captain hasn't spent any stamina yet. But yeah, maybe re-rolling that d6 because we already have a 4. But that just means best case scenario is we will tie, which is still better than losing resolve.
Yeah, let's
Sorry,
do
what was
it.
it?
All right, you want.
Stamina do again if we use the point of stamina?
Yeah, so if you stamina is like the stamina is the same mechanic as one of those crew members. It just lets us re-roll a die that has been rolled. So I'm just saying right now though, we currently have a 4 and Morgan's lowest die is a 4. So even if we roll a 3 on this 6, it's still going to be a 4 versus 4.
Gotcha.
All right, but yeah, so let's if somebody can mark down let's do stamina. Let's hang on to the crew member because that's kind of fun. And let's, Morgan, roll a 1d6. So you have a 4 and a, yeah, it's going a little bit worse this session once I let Morgan start rolling. There we go. Good job. There we go. She's back. So there we go. Thank you, Mike, for the very little stamina things you're moving around for me. Okay, so that tied out. So everyone's just like a little terrified by the really big crew member who just like screamed at everybody. And everyone's kind of like on separate sides of the room, like tweens at a school dance. So we right, that's a pretty good metaphor, allegory. What is it? So we we need to do we're on the same one. Like we can do anything we want in space, but the second we like have to have interpersonal communications with other races, we get little squirrely here. Let's try it again. We are going to have Mike is going to be the bad guy rolling d6 this time, the 2d6. Lone Spunker, do you want to play along or are you just listening in? I just realized I'm never letting you roll anything.
I'm fine just listening in.
Okay. Oh, you're more than welcome to roll, obviously. But I want to save all your good rolls for Nyarlathotep tomorrow because you're our combat aficionado. So we have he rolled 46, and I think he rolled like a 5-5-6-6 or something like that, or 6-6-5-6. It's a great roll. We needed it bad too. We do need whose turn is it then? Whose turn is it to be the baddie? Is it Mike's?
Me.
Okay, Mike, you're going to be the baddie. Tyler, go ahead and pick a again, and it can be the same one we've already picked. It doesn't matter. In regards to our oh, thank you, Mike, for the crew thing. In regards to our traits.
I think I'll do another D8 again.
Okay, for which one? Diplomat or empathetic?
We did.
It can be whatever you want.
Diplomat.
Okay, which makes sense. She's just trying different. I mean, as an actor, that's the thing. You try different tactics. So a diplomat. So let's see what your diplomat roll is. That's a D8. I mean, we should be.
Right in the middle again.
Oh, really? Got a 4? Okay. So that leads us to Morgan. What are you gonna do? Little did Lone Spelunker know that this would be a really big social battle. We're pulling our phasers out here in a second. Yeah, which one are you feeling there, Morgan?
Try in 2 of them again.
Go for it. Yeah, it makes sense. Like trying to intuit like how to best go with the situation. Trust your gut instinct.
Hopefully I do better than a 1 this time.
You don't. You did not do better than a 1. You got a 1. Mike, why don't you destroy us? 3 double. Wait, no, we won because Tyler got a 4. Yay, we got it. Yay! Because again, all we freaking needed to do is have one of our dice be more than those 2. Tyler rolled a 4, Mike rolled 2 3s, so we did get that one. Hooray! That took so much longer than it needed to, but in all honesty, it makes sense because 2 people died. So the tension, we had some cultural misunderstandings, and whose responsibility was it? I think we know. Honestly, we don't know what that war was that they're talking about, so it may have made sense they had those minds there. It takes a few moments. Yeah. But your words set the tone for the collaboration. What did you say to diffuse the tension? Ooh. Everybody be cool. I think of like Pulp Fiction. Like Honey Bunny and Pumpkin or whatever their names were getting up on the tables with their phasers drawn. That probably didn't diffuse any tension. Over the course of a few days, while your ship is undergoing the repairs, your science team works with the Zenti engineers to develop a plan. Here we go. Your science lead will be okay, here we go. This is how my confusion last time. Our science lead is actually performing this task now. So we are using where is she? Seshadri. Oh man. For now, let's assume they have a scientific aptitude. Oh, you gave her different stats. Scientific principles, and a D6 cryptography trait that they can use for this task. Also give them 15 resolve and 15 stamina. That's the same. Okay, so I think for this Spelunker, should we just use these stats that it gave us right here?
That's what I would do, but yeah.
Okay, just use the stats that the tutorial is giving us. Cool, just checking, bud. So we do have this D10 and a D8. And 15, it looks like the stamina and resolve is about the same as on the little character sheet here. So we're developing a plan for the sweep. Our pitfalls to this are it's almost impossible to locate, but how do you sweep it safely? So that's what we're currently working on. And then in the meantime, we have a solemn duty to perform, which is, I'm assuming, the ceremony for the 2 who died. But first, we got to develop a plan. So we do have our scientist. So it basically just looks like now it's just a D10 and a D8 because these are the skills it gave us. Versus again, it's just 2D6 at the moment. So who was the baddie? Was that Morgan? Morgan rolled 2D6. So there's a delay when you ask me a question. There's some noise here, so try to keep on me. Oh, no problem. Yeah, there is definitely a delay. No problem, Splunker. Morgan rolled a 5. Not good. So we need Tyler. Why don't you roll a D10? Mike, roll a D8. So we want to get above a 5. There's a 7. Tyler got us a 7. Hooray! So that is a difference of 2. So apparently, and we just need to get 2 more. So maybe they do figure it out. Like again, the first problem is how it's impossible to locate. So maybe they do use some like echolocation. They use Mike's D&D character's bat. What is it? What is your bat? Bezel? Is that your bat's name in D&D, Mike? Bezel. Okay. So maybe they get a little android bezel to fly around there. And then how do we sweep safely? So, Mike, why don't you roll the 2d6 for the bad dice, and then Tyler roll the d8. Morgan roll the d10. Mike got a 7 with the 2d6, so we got a 4. Tyler got an 8. And oh my God, and Morgan got a 9. All right, go big or go home. All right, so again, we're okay when it comes to dealing with space and like problems. So I have a really bad feeling when we go into this solemn duty that we're going to start making really bad racist remarks and just talking bad of the dead, because this does not seem to be our MO here. A solemn duty. Okay, here we go. While your science team and the engineer work on their assignments, you work with your communications lead. Oh, okay, that makes sense. To learn about the 2 deceased crew members so that you can prepare a proper memorial service. Who is the lead? It's probably a name I can't pronounce. Who is it? Burke. Yay! It's probably Burke. So, and what do you learn about the 2 crew members who died? Ooh, actually, that's kind of fun, worth discussing. Like, and just feel free to talk if you have an idea for one of them. People out there in the chat world, what are you guys thinking? Who were these 2 who died?
Like a family member of one of the crew members, like one of these crew members.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking that maybe that's why there's some tension, is because literally they had a family member is like one of our crew. So that's why it was like the exchange is so heated. That's why my tempers were flaring a little bit. So yeah, I can go with that. So one of them was a family member of one of our crew. Mike, pick which crew member that it's a family member of, just for fun and flavor. And Morgan, I want you to pick out something else about just some other piece of information about one of the crew members who died.
Let's say
It was
it's
somebody.
Okay. Okay. Oh, the science person's cousin. Okay, great. And what were you saying, Morgan?
It was somebody that had recently been promoted.
Oh, someone just got promoted. So there's a Danny Glover thing. I got one more day. Isn't that his thing? Getting told for this. It's always there. Okay, so just got the promotion, and then out you go into the cold expanse of space. I guess they actually recovered the body, so maybe they did just kind of get blown out the hull or something like that. Okay. So, in addition to situation tasks, there are a series of other tasks you can attempt called starship tasks. Okay, rules. I'll try to speak slower and clearly. I will fail. One of them is called Rally the Crew, which you use whenever you address the crew in a formal or informal way to comfort, inspire, reprimand, or galvanize. Here, you're seeking to comfort those who knew the deceased, which we picked out, so well done there. This is the task you'd use to help manage the resolve of your crew, and that's what you're going to do now. We'll assume they've all suffered stamina and resolve losses in their ordeal, sure, though we aren't tracking it on the crew roster yet. Okay. In the task below, you'll notice that there are multiple threat traits. Oh, yeah, geez, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You still only choose 2. Select the 2 that seem most likely or the most interesting to cause the problems for you, okay? These tasks don't have a strength. Instead, they are just rolled once when appropriate, and the success or failure ranks are spent for different effects. Okay, I said words, now I gotta see if I know what I was actually saying. So, conduct the memorial service. What 2, and I am legitimately asking you guys, what 2 seem to be the most poignant for us? Burden of command. Fear makes a crack in the mask. Oh, that's a great one. Sense of dread. New to command. Unfamiliar crew. Or strained relationships. What are we feeling? Anything jumping out at you guys?
Like the new to command. Like this is our the captain, right?
Yeah. Is this the captain's? Yeah, this has got to be the captain. While your science team and engineers are working, our job, yeah. So, hang on. We are working with the communications lead, but yeah, I'm assuming this is like for the captain, and we would be the one rallying the crew. So yeah, I think new to command makes a lot of sense, Tyler.
Probably the burden of command makes sense too.
Okay, new to command and the burden of command. Why did we take this job? Okay, so let's go with those 2. Those make perfect sense. So success ranks for this task can be spent to restore a point of a bridge officer's resolve, which our officer actually has lost 2 resolve. So success ranks for this task can be spent to restore a point of bridge officer's resolve, restore a point of their stamina, or galvanize a point of the crew. Right now, you're only tracking your science officer. Oh, it's a science officer, whatever. So spend your success ranks on them 1 for 1 to restore stamina, resolve, or crew they may have lost. Oh, I don't quite understand what that means because I'm busy just reading it aloud and making sure I'm not stumbling over words and not completely retaining it. So tell me what I'm saying, Splunker.
Basically, what you're going to do is you're going to make a roll, and instead of trying to wear down a number of hit points for the task, you're going to see how many what the result is.
Mm-hmm.
If you succeed and get a positive result,
Okay.
you can heal
I see.
resolve or stamina or crew for one of your crew members that amount.
Great. So what happens if you fail?
then you don't get to heal.
But that's it. You don't lose more.
Correct.
Okay, great. So what Spelunker just said, in case you couldn't hear him, what we're doing on this is we are rolling, and for whatever positive we get to heal either stamina or resolve or galvanize a crew member. So this is a way to refresh our health pool, basically. Now, if we do fail this, we just don't get to heal. That's it. So in the game, this is not something we can just always do. I'm assuming that the game would have moments, Spelunker, where it would just say, make a rally the crew check.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not something, because if we keep doing that's just a way to recharge our battery, and we would never lose because we just keep rallying ourselves. So this is something that would just come along very specifically at certain points.
Yes.
Okay, it's like a rest. Okay, great. So we have the burden of command and we have the new to command. Morgan, I think Morgan and Tyler both, and what are the, the burden of command and Tyler. So Morgan and Tyler, you pick those, so both roll a d6 for those. Ooh, 6. That's no good. What do you got, Morgan? 2. That's better. So again, I guess we can still spend stamina on these to re-roll those crappy rolls. And then Mike, let's have you pick. But this is for our. Just rolled once when appropriate. Is this our science person doing this? No. Our go ahead. Captain. That's what I'm saying. Mike, I want you to pick. For our captain, what she would use for this, and then you're going to roll both of those dice.
I'm thinking he would try intuitive and empathetic.
That makes sense. Intuitive and empathetic. All right, so roll a d10 and a d8, and we did get Tyler made a pretty darn good roll, a 6. A 7, so we did get 1 point. So we can either fill up some of our captain's resolve, that 1 missing point of stamina, or we also had that crew member as well. The Andre the Giant Fezzik character.
Yeah, why don't we lower that resolve to the captain?
Okay, great. So knocking off a point of resolve for the captain. All right, great. So success ranks for this can be spent to restore a bridge officer's resolve, restore a point of stamina, or galvanize a point of crew. Right now, you're only tracking science officer. Oh, so yeah, that's why I was confused, because it said we're tracking the science officer. So spend success ranks on them. So what do we say in the memorial? I think that's pretty self-explanatory, but if anyone has any ideas, please feel free to let me know. I like the little fleur-de-lis. Ooh.
Wondering if the captain has sort of like knowledge on before they were given command of the ship, maybe they had like information on all of the crew members, so they probably knew the family member of the science officer.
Sure.
So maybe they were able to speak a bit to who that person was, and to try to shine a little bit of light in a sort of dire situation.
Sure. No, that's great. Thank you, Tyler. That's perfect. Yeah. And again, I know sometimes on the stream, I don't know how it happened. The funny thing is, I tried for hours, like dozens of hours, to try to get YouTube to loop audio so you could hear what people were saying on the streams, and it wasn't working. Then all of a sudden, I got this like box to like help absorb some of the power that was drained from my computer, and all of a sudden, you can hear a little bit of audio. So I hope you just heard what Tyler said. But basically, they said maybe some of the crew members that were Gauss's, like the captain knew who they were and was able to shed light before the time she became captain of working with them and just telling some stories of their family and their life and all that kind of good stuff. What Tyler said was much better than how I just put it. But let's check out the new the silence plan, the science plan. So we have a plan. A plan emerges. Over the following days, the science team develops a plan, and the engineers repair your ship. Well, that's nice. Restore our stamina and resolve to 15. All right, so we restored all of our good stuff. Normally, you'd be earning veteran points, which you can spend to restore these values. Oh, that's another way to restore values. Cool. So we'd have these veteran points. Finally, you are able to meet with your freaking bridge crew and the engineers to review their plan. Your science lead stands at the front of the conference room and presents their plan. We think we can detect the location of the caltrops with some drop space harmonics emitted from one ship and received by a bat called Bezel. It's another ship. It will pick up any dense matter caught in drop space. I was kind of right about echolook. I'm feeling kind of smart about that. Which could be anything, but generally drop space is pretty empty. So if we know a general area where the caltrops are expected to be, any signal from there of this sort is likely to be a caltrop. We can then fire a probe we've modified to be a sweeper in the general vicinity. If it's a caltrop, it will detonate, destroying the probe, but also destroying the caltrop. Okay? And if it's not a caltrop, chances are we just retrieve the probe. You nod. Sounds good. When can you start? We're outfitting the ship's sensors to emit the drop space harmonics, and the Zenti engineers have been outfitting the Mata, a Zenti cruiser, with the ability to detect them. We can start when they're both done, which should be tomorrow morning or so. We're also refitting the probes to be sweepers. By tomorrow morning, we'll have 5. Ooh, I wonder if we're going to split up or something. Getting more will take considerably longer since we have only 5 probes to outfit. Fine, we will start with 5 and worry about more later. Lata, who is sitting at the table with you, stands, nods, and says, "Thank you for your assistance in this matter. Losing track of the mines has been a great shame of ours, and any assistance cleaning them up is greatly appreciated." Oh, this is great. As you leave the area, there is an explosion. Cool. Oh, like a big one. Explosion at the Stardock. The sound of an explosion shakes the hallway, and you are thrown to the ground. An immediate sense of terror grips you as you feel the cabin pressure drop, and a chill gale sucks the oxygen out of your lungs. Gasping for breath, you struggle towards the nearest airlock, but quickly, containment shields projectors hum to life, and oxygen is pumped back into the fractured hallway. "Status report," you gasp. The voice of your operations lead comes on. "Unsure, Captain. Looks like an explosion of some sort on the leeway side of the Stardock. Are we under attack? No hostile ships on our scanners, Captain." You scramble to help the other people in the hallway. Some are merely shaken like you, but a few are wounded. You administer first aid as best you can until the medical team arrives, and then you rush to Rear Admiral Singh's bridge a few levels above. Ooh, stuff's getting squirrely here. Formalities are dispensed with immediately as you enter the bridge where Rear Admiral Singh is standing over their science officer's station. "We've seen this before," she says, gesturing at the display. Ooh. You jog over to the station and look down. Readouts show the particulate residue and energy wake of the explosion. It's not identical, but it's close enough. That's the sign for the caltrop that tore a hole in my ship's hull. Singh nods. It's looking like. Stumbling over a caltrop in flight could be accidental, you say, but a caltrop hitting a stationary Stardock, oh, that's some BS right there. Singh nods again. Seems intentional, doesn't it? What does Lata have to say about this? That's probably why that fight broke out. It's because it sounds really bad when she says it like that. It sounds kind of mocking her language. Singh gestures you over to a more private conversation. Given that it's Zenti technology we're dealing with here, and we've been hit twice within hours with the same type of military ordnance, I thought I would talk to you before talking to her. You pause for a moment. Do you have reason to suspect she's behind it somehow or knows something? Ooh, Lata. Singh shakes her head. Well, no, not directly. But we have gotten messages from the Zenti High Command that some separatists and agitators have made their way to this sector. Some Zenti resent the alliance accepting the Orth. Many Zenti lost beloved. Oh, I think the Orth is the one they were having the war between. Is that right? The Orth and the Zenti? I think that's what it is. Thank you, Lone Splunker. See, I'm retaining a little bit when I'm talking out loud. Many Zenti lost beloved family members in that war. Singh shakes her head, unconvinced with her own words. But those groups are largely civilians. I don't think they would have access to centuries-old drop space ordnance, you say. Those caltrops are military grade, right? Singh says. So if someone is repurposing them, it has to be some high enough to be able to access military comm channels. Ah, you say. And the only person in this sector with that kind of access would be Lata. Singh finishes for no reason, very petulantly. Well, let's tighten security. Do some investigating. I'm not going to turn my back on Latah just on suspicion. Those channels could have been compromised. Singh nods. You're right, of course. I'll set up an audience. You consult with Latah while I contact the Zinti High Command for more details. Okay, here is a consultation. Okay. When you enter Latah's reception area, she is standing looking out the wide bay window at the station. Thank you for seeing me, you say. She turns to you, bioluminescent eyes glowing a faint green. Of course, I imagine you have questions for me. I do. She sits down behind her desk and gestures to the chair in front of it. You sit down. After a brief hesitation, you decide to just lay the cards on the table. The explosion that... I started laughing to myself because I don't know if any of you saw the tweet put out, I think it was today, of our president with the Uno cards. I'm not going to get very political here, but he's like, I've got all the cards. But it's like a game of Uno, and you don't want all the cards in Uno or you're losing. Anyway, just thought of that. I'll continue on. So we're just playing a game and it made me think of that. Okay, all the cards. Where was I at here? Unusual, Uno. Where was Uno at? Just say, lay your cards table. The explosion that happened earlier today, that was another Zinti caltrop hitting the station. The green glow of her eyes shimmers for a moment in her grayish eye sockets, and then she speaks. That is... ... unusual. Yeah, we thought so. And 2 caltrop explosions in 2 days being accidental strains credibility. You think someone is directing them? Yes. And you suspect me? You smile briefly. She's quick. Well, we haven't ruled you out. Latah sighs, her green eyes losing their glow for a moment. I suppose a statement that I'm innocent and I have nothing to do with it would be pointless. I'll take you at your word for now, you say. As she looks up, seemingly curious about that, you continue. We've received intelligence that Zinti separatists have been trying to infiltrate this sector. Is it possible they have gotten control of some caltrops? Latah pauses, eyes flickering green. I'd like to think not, but it would certainly explain what's going on, and it would mean we're in considerable danger. Any idea how we could verify that conjecture? Latah stands and looks out the bay window for a while, thinking, well, if we could capture one, that we would know that we've been compromised. I could unlock the black box in it. Maybe there would be evidence inside that would point to the culprit. She turns to you and shrugs and says, I don't know how we would do that, though. I do, you say. It's time to go fishing. Which is what I thought it said, because I can read a little bit lower than what you can see on my screen. And it's like, does that say going fishing? She cocks her head, unsure what you mean, but you ask her to come with you to head to the bridge. And sure enough, going fishing, which is what I saw in the corner of my eye, is coming up. Captain is on the bridge, says the operations lead as you enter and take the chair. Contact the IMTA, you say. How quickly can we do a ping to look at the caltrops? Your communications lead starts sending a message to the IMTA while your science officer tells you, we're ready for the ping from our side. Where are we going to look for the caltrops? Right here, you say. Wait, that explosion was a caltrop? Your science lead asks, and you nod. The communications lead chimes in. The IMTA is ready to embark at any time. They've been waiting for our go-ahead. Okay, listen up, you say. We're going to ping for caltrops right here in the region of the Stardock. The last explosion from one was right here, so this is where we're starting. Comms, please coordinate with the IMTA. Understood. Say your communications and science leads. Soon you give the order and your ship pulses its energy emitters, creating a visible spark of blue and white energy, which radiates outwards and quickly grows faint. Ping away, says your science lead. A few moments later, your comm leads puts the data sent back by the IMTA on your view screen. You see several thin, white circles expanding from the icon representing your ship. One, I'm thinking of like asteroids, like you're just the little white ship in asteroids. One of the circles hits a red dot, creating a red circle that expands and touches the icon for the IMTA Zinti cruiser. Got one, you say. Set course for, but then another red dot creates a red circle, then another, and another, and another, and in moments, a field of hundreds of caltrops or more emerge. Your crew looks on in horror at them, the enormous field of them. Then your science lead says, Captain, they're moving. Rushing over to the science console, you look. Each ping has them in a slightly different position. They're moving slowly, but they're definitely moving. And they're headed this way. Looks like the first one will be here within an hour. Your operation lead whispers, We can't evacuate an entire star. Oh, that's right. We're in the star dock. We're not even the ship. We can't evacuate the entire star dock in that time. We have to figure out a way to detonate all of those before they get here. Okay, you say. Let's go get that closest one. Ooh, here we go. Ooh, we got a lot of new looking stuff here. Let's see what we got. A dangerous game. Sometimes, yeah, a complex situation will have optional tasks which can be attempted to gain benefits. Oh, cool. Or other tasks. Below, the triangulate the caltrop is such a task. You can complete it as many times as you like. Each time you succeed, you gain 1 asset, which you can spend, when it makes sense in the fiction, to add 1 to a die roll. Oh, cool. Okay. So whenever we get the triangulated caltrop, we get an asset for that, which we could then spend as a +1. And it may say later, is the +1, do we get to add it before the die roll, or do we have to declare it before we roll the dice? It may say here in a second.
You can add it after.
You add it after. Oh, awesome. Okay, cool. So that we add the asset to help us. That would have helped a lot when we kept getting ties a second ago. Okay, starting in this situation, you'll start to gain escalation points. Start with 0. Every 4 actions, which is every time we make a challenge roll, that's so every 4 actions, you add 1 escalation. So after 4 challenge rolls, we get an escalation. Escalation won't do anything yet. Just keep track of it for now. Okay, Mike or Morgan or Tyler, whoever, have fun with that. Also note that Captain the Caltrop has threat dice that are higher than usual. Here we go, D8s instead of D6. So, okay, there we go. This is what I'm used to. This is some Dungeon Hero stuff coming our way. So, you know how normally for the bad stuff we've been rolling D6s? This right here, Capture the Caltrop, is a D8. So these are harder rolls to make. So good to know. The MTA can assist with the Triangulate the Caltrop task. Okay, that's the one where we get assets. Lending a D8 operations coordination trait and up to 2 stamina. Okay, that's cool. Note, assisting costs an action, whether it's the MTA or a bridge officer. Okay, so if they do it, it still costs an action in regards to our escalation. Remember that for any traits you don't have that fit, you can always make up a D4. So, situation. Work with the MTA to triangulate the position of the nearest caltrop, figure out a way to capture it safely, and then execute the maneuver to bring it aboard. You must devise a capture strategy before capture the caltrop. That makes sense. Okay, so the devising the strategy is easier. Those are 2d6. Then we get into the capture the caltrop, which is the d8s. And it sounds like what the game is giving us is we can do this capture the caltrop with the help of the MTA to gain these assets that we can later use to capture the caltrop, I'm assuming. So does all of that make sense? I think it makes sense to me, but Splunker's jumping in.
Correct. Yeah, you can, you have 2 different strategies, right? You could go directly to devising a capture strategy and capturing the caltrop, or you could try to triangulate the caltrop a bit to get those assets to make the D8 rolls easier.
Great. And so the assets, that's only specific to this current task that we're on, correct? It's not something we store for later.
It depends on what they represent.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay. So how are you guys feeling about what we should do here?
I mean, I like leveraging the triangulate the caltrop.
Yeah.
Bonuses.
Yeah, I agree with that. Mike and Morgan?
That makes sense.
Yeah, just at the same time, going, yeah, but it was positive affirmation to what Tyler said. Great. So let's just for fun, and we also do have when we do the MTA one, if we don't like what our abilities are, we can just use what the MTA have, which is they can add a D8 to it as well, because they will give us operations coordination trait. And they will also have 2 stamina as well to help in that as well. I'll try to keep that blue just to remind us of that. So, how are we going to triangulate the caltrop? And is this our entire crew, or is this just the captain working on this?
You can use any of your crew. Yeah.
We can use any of our crew. So that's kind of fun. So let's look through our crew sheet and see who makes sense. This is kind of science-y. to triangulate, but we can see basically we have all of this at our disposal to basically see what makes sense. And obviously we want the higher rolls, the higher die values. But like what makes the most sense here for triangulation?
The sensor tech specialist DA skill for the science officer looks promising.
Okay, there's a DA. Yeah, sensor tech specialist. That makes a lot of sense right there for the science. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And again, we already do have a D8 if we use the MTA as well, if nothing else is looking great. Small but tough is fun, but I don't think it's going to help in this.
For the engineering lead, what does space frame expertise mean?
I'm assuming it just means understanding like the hull of your ship and like the build of ships. What does that mean, Splunker?
Yeah, that's what I intended.
Okay. Yeah. I'm so smart. I know this stuff so well. This is so my jam. Yeah. So I guess, yeah, it's just like the design of ships itself. So I don't think that one makes as much sense.
Yeah.
I think sensor tech. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Pilot's skilled at capoeira. That could help here.
The capoeira, yeah. I'm gonna kick the hell out of those things.
Just start doing flips.
Long distance runner.
What about operational expertise?
Operation. Oh yeah, what is it? What would we consider operational expertise, Splunker? What would that entail?
Just the ability of putting operational plans into effect, I would say.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So there, yeah. So that who is the operational? Which character was that with the operational expertise?
The ops guy.
Ops. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh, that makes sense. So is he the one like in these games that like he would be the one like going down to the planet and like leading the scouting team and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's the honcho that gets stuff done.
Okay.
Yeah.
That may be good. I think operational expertise makes a lot of sense, and a sensor tech specialist. I think both of those make sense, right? So let's have Mike and Morgan. You both roll those, and I'm gonna have Tyler roll 2d6s. Let's see what we get here. Tyler's got a 4. Ooh, Mike, garbage. Oh, there we go. Morgan got that 7. So Morgan got a 7 over Tyler's 4. So that is a difference of 3. So so to do this, we triangulate the caltrop. Identify where it is. You can do this multiple times. Gain 1 + 1 location. So this is we just succeeded. We don't get 1 per success. Is that correct? Or did we just get 3 assets, Spelunker?
You just get the 1 asset.
You just get the 1 because we succeeded in this. We get the 1. I just want to make sure of that. Great.
Does that count as 1 action roll or 2 or what?
That was just 1 action roll, right?
It says 2 because you had somebody assisting another person.
Okay.
Oh, so if it's just 1 person, it would have been 1 action roll?
Right.
Oh, I'm a bad person. Okay, so we are halfway to our escalation. So if it was just 1 person, it would have been, we could have just had like the operations guy do operational expertise and organized or something like that. And then it would have just counted as 1, but we used 2 people, and so that did count as 2 action rolls. Thank you very much for that clarification, Mike. But we did get we do have this asset, which we could use, for whatever we want. Mike, are you writing all this down somewhere for me?
I've got the escalation, but I'm not sure where to record the assets.
We can always here. I'm just going to grab here new note card right here. I just dragged one next to our crew roster.
Okay, cool.
Thanks, dude. So if you're playing this game at home by yourself with just some dice and a pencil and paper, it says all you really need to do is just print off this captain sheet and then just have some index cards just to take some notes for like the ships and stuff like that. So it really is, compared to a lot of the games actually we played in Owlbear, this one actually takes up the least amount of digital table space. how are we feeling now? Do we want to keep, now that we triangulated, do we want to at least try to devise a capture strategy, or do we want to let's try to devise a capture strategy? Yeah, and then we may get some more assets later. Currently we don't know what escalation does yet. Oh, that's a good way also to keep us from spamming triangulate the caltrop. So it's just setting up a bit of a time limit on us. Is it worth devising a capture strategy?
Going to try that.
All right.
Do that one before doing the capture the caltrop.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. Let's devise this strategy. We have to do it. And then so these are a little different, and these are like cool. So this is, as I say, I want to get a pilot involved, but that is capture the caltrop, is execute the maneuver to capture one. Because again, it's these floating, it's a freaking mine that we're trying to like circumnavigate. But first we got to devise a capture strategy. So again, we will not burn as much, what is that word? It starts with an E. Escalation, if we have one person comes up with this, but we may just need to burn the escalation. So what makes the most sense to devising a way to capture this thing?
I mean, not to use it again, but is that sort of directly in line with the operational expertise? If it's like planning how to.
Yeah. No, I think that's perfectly valid operational expertise.
I'd say so. Yep.
Yeah. And then what else we got here? I mean, I hate to do it, but hotshot pilot sounds pretty good too. It's like Starbuck. What were you, Morgan? I think you were saying something.
A hotshot pilot or a tactician.
Tactician. Oh, from the captain. Yeah. Let's save the hotshot pilot, because they know he's such a hothead. They don't want to let him in the room right now because they know he's going to be all gung ho to do this anyway, and we're going to use him next time. So yeah, let's go ahead and burn the. We're going to get 1 point of escalation out of this, because we're using 2 characters. That will be 2 more challenges. So we have used 4 challenges. So we do get 1 point of escalation. But so Morgan said tactician. So Morgan, you're on the D10. I think Tyler was operational expertise. Mike, you roll 2d6. Morgan got a 9. Good job, Morgan. Tyler got a 10. Good job, Tyler. Doesn't matter what Mike rolls, but you still roll low. Oh my God, Mike, you rolled double 6s?
Doesn't help, but
Okay, well, I'm glad everybody rolled. Geez, everybody rolled great that turn. Holy crap. But Tyler did get a 10. 10 versus 6 is 4. Great. So the captain and the operations guy, Alanafe, they came up with this strategy, and now they're telling the hotshot pilot about it. And do we want to triangulate some more? We could, if we use one character, then it won't. We're not going to escalate as much. Oh my God! Capture the caltrop is 8. Woo! That's going to take a little while. That's a bit scarier. How are you guys feeling now? Because that capture the caltrop, we have a plan. But again, I like the naming of these. So again, are we trying to triangulate it, like figure out the best way to get to it, or are we going to just start going for it? And we do have a good bit of stamina and stuff like that to burn through as well. But we do have these assets as well. So how are you guys feeling?
Getting a +2, like maybe we could do it one more time, getting a +2 on it. Plus, I don't think we still have 2 stamina points from the MTOG.
Mm-hmm.
Can help with the triangulate as well.
Oh, that's true. We just haven't even used those, so we may as well. Yeah, that's true. That's true. You guys, all right. Are you able to, Spelunker? Are you able to, as Tyler was just saying, are we able to spend multiple assets in one go? So like we could turn a 6 into an 8, for instance?
Yep.
Okay, great. Awesome. Yeah, you guys all know this game so much better than me. So we're trying to triangulate again. We do have the MTOS D8, but that still counts as helping in that. So if we could have the MTOG give us a D8 with their operations coordination trait, but they do have the 2 stamina that can help. We can spend to assist as well. That's nice. That stamina. So yeah, what are we feeling about this? The what is it called? Triangulate the caltrop.
You could let the Mata try to triangulate it by themselves, and they could use their D8 that they can contribute, and then
Mhm.
they could make up D4, and they'd have.
Oh,
spend,
and
and
then
maybe
awesome.
give-
Thank you. No, so what Splunker just said, for those of you who couldn't hear it, which is yeah, that's great. That's why the designer's here, and because he's just a friend of mine in the channel, and of Morgan and Mike and Tyler now. So he's saying we can also have the MTA just do it alone. They would give us the D8 because they would have the what is their ability? The operations coordination system. But again, you always have that backup D4. So we could roll a D8 and a D4, and then we don't have to tap anybody else. And then we'd still have 2 points of stamina to either re-roll our D8 or our D4 or the D6s that get rolled against it. So I think that makes a lot of sense. So, yeah, let's see, Morgan gets to roll the 2D6 this time. And then Mike roll a D4, Tyler roll a D8. Mike got a 3. Morgan got a 5. I think it's up to Tyler here. Oh, Tyler. That's where we spend that stamina right now, Tyler. I'm not even going to listen to the voice of the people. Re-roll that D8. We don't want a 1. There we go. And we won it. Fantastic. Right? Because I think Mike's highest was a 5, right? No, but Mike got a 3. Wait, what did Morgan get? A 5. Fantastic. So we got a 6 versus 5. This is just... We don't need to win by a lot. We just need to win. So we did get another asset. So dare we attempt to capture the caltrop? And this will be like the last thing we do for this evening, probably, because this is going to take a few attempts here to capture. Well, yeah, I'm not rolling. So we'll say I'd roll double ones, and then we'd just do it really quickly, and all our characters all go out, have a little pizza party. So let's. What are we feeling for capturing the caltrop? So this is execute the maneuver to capture it. Go ahead, Mike.
The MTA roll, does that also count against escalation?
It does, but it's just 1 point. Yes, but I'm pretty. Correct me if I'm wrong, Splunker, or just let me know if I'm right.
That's correct. Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, I'm correct. You hear that? So the okay. So now we have we're at 1 point of escalation, and then 1 of the 4 points to the second point. Okay. If I'm doing that right in my head. Yeah, cool. What have we got? Okay, now what are we doing to execute the maneuver, which is like, and I'm assuming the ship is going to keep on like dipping by and trying to pull it in quickly into like a tractor beam, and there's some safe compartment that's all made out of plastic or something to hold it, and there's anti-gravitational field so it doesn't bump into things and all this other stuff. So yeah, how are we going? And our difficulties are uncertain location. We triangulated a couple of times, and the erratic movement of the caltrop. Reminds me of the Battlestar Galactica episode, like the episode 1 after the miniseries, where like they're just like every 38 minutes or whatever it is.
Oh my god!
Oh, it's such a great episode. Oh, that show's so good. And if any of you have watched Slow Horses, which is fantastic, just watching Gary Oldman eat noodles is amazing. But the guy who plays Gaius Baltar is in season 4 and 5 of Slow Horses, which is pretty fun. So what are we doing to capture the caltrop?
I think the pilot needs to be used in this one.
Oh, I agree. I think Hotshot Pilot is too good. Cool game. Good intro to the system, says Lee Wade. Yeah, I think Hotshot Pilot's super fun. I'm all on board for that. What else though? So this is just executing the maneuver. Difficult to pinpoint. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, that's a good one. Also, we could leverage the science officer's scientific principles to guide us.
I agree. I think the scientific principles of just like how things react in space, calculating the formula for where, even though it's random, like there maybe she's cracked some kind of algorithmic code to figure out like where it more than likely will be next. I think both of those are very valid. Okay, so All right, this is gonna be a big roll for us. Those are both D10s, which is good, and we have a lot of rerolls at our disposal. We have 2 assets or 3 assets. Do we have 2? I thought we triangulated the caltrop twice, right? So we have 2 assets. And then okay, Morgan and Tyler roll a D10. Mike, roll a D8, and I'm going to roll a D8. Mike got a 5 on his... Ooh, we got a 6. So Tyler is currently winning that. With the 6 is currently winning. Mike got a 5. And I'm going to roll a D8 as well. If this is below a 5, we got a point. This is where you want to spend your stamina. When I... I guess this will be... here's a question for you, Splunker. Whose stamina is this? Because I feel like we're like using everybody almost.
You use the asset on that?
You can use the stamina of anybody involved in the roll.
Perfect. So it would be the stamina of the pilot or the stamina of the science person.
Right.
Amazing. Thank you. Thank you. That's awesome. So you could use, well, the thing is, if you use the asset, Morgan, you would use both of our assets to get a tie. Where if you used 1 point of stamina, I would roll a D8, and hopefully that would be lower.
Right.
Because I think the assets we want to use to raise ours, like if it's a tie, just to give it an automatic. But me as an 8 right now, I think that's just from playing Dungeon here. I'm just like the math of getting this D8 down is the easiest. I could still roll an 8. But the easiest resource manipulation, or or correct me if I'm wrong, Splunker.
That would be a great idea, yeah.
Yeah. So whose stamina are we going to use? We're going to use the science. Well, actually, the pilot's got a lot more stamina than the science person.
Well, remember when you assist, you generate a free point of stamina.
Is this and this is considered assisting because there's just the 2 of them?
Yes.
Oh, great. Well, let's use it. Then we don't need to mark anyone's off. I'm going to re-roll this D8. So if you didn't hear Splunker, when you assist, which is when you use 2 people, you generate a free point of stamina. So, and there we go. So teamwork. So I rolled a 5 and Tyler had a 6. So that is 1 point. So we did actually knock this capture the caltrop down from a 7, to an 8 to a 7. I'm going to do my best to actually keep track of this. I need to make that much bigger though. Yeah, I'm gonna make it yellow. So, do we keep working on this then? Because that was a success. And are you keeping? And this is still considered a excursion point thing. What the hell is it called? Escalation. So, Mike, are you keeping track of that too? That was 2 more points of escalation. Great, thank you. Dare we do the same thing?
First one worked.
I know.
Yeah.
You guys good to keep on? Just try make the same exact rolls?
Yeah.
All right. Let's do it. Mike, you and I are the baddies, so we are on certain locations in erratic movement. Let's see what we got here. We got a 4 on a D10. Yeah, Tyler rolled a little low. Let's see how we got Morgan as well. I haven't seen. Morgan's got a 6. That's better. Mike's got a 2. All right. It's up to me. The cold void of space. Avery, 6. That is a tie. So this is where we'd want to burn an asset to just give us a point. Or we just take the tie. But I do like, again, in the form of, we do have this escalation thing where if we just keep taking ties, we just spent 2 more points. So we're halfway to another escalation point just by doing these rolls right here. So is it worth burning an asset? What do you guys think?
Can we maybe try using that other stamina? And
oh, that's right. We did. You are correct. We did generate more. So the question is, do we want Morgan to re-roll her D6, or Mike to re-roll his? Excuse me, Morgan to re-roll her D10, Mike to re-roll his D10. Excuse me. Why did you roll a D8? Oh, I'm batty. That's right.
My D10.
You can. You want to re-roll your D10, or have me re-roll mine?
Ooh, yeah, it's tricky because Morgan's tying with you right now. We don't want to lose the 6.
Correct. But if I could reroll my D8, or you could reroll your D10. What are we thinking here, guys?
Somebody else, because like I feel like there's less. Or is it the same amount of numbers? 4 to a 10 versus 6 down.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
You said we could also burn an asset here too, right? That's another thing we could
do. You could literally just burn an asset right now, and then you would win. You would win this one by a point.
You can also spend stamina from the pilot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we don't. We can also dip into the pilot's. Yeah, we could dip into the pilot stamina as well. We have a lot. He has a lot of it, so we could. They do generate a free point of stamina. We could burn that. If that still doesn't work well, we could keep burning it.
Okay, so we re-roll in the D10 or the D8.
Yeah, what are you guys thinking? Should I re-roll my D6, my 6 on a D8, or should we have Tyler re-roll his D10? Because we want to keep Morgan at that 6 because that is currently the tying factor.
You can do both if you want.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean we do have a clean slate if we want to re-roll both.
Yep.
Why don't we do both then?
Okay. Well, we don't have to we don't have to do both, though, right? So, I mean, if one of them works out for us, then we're good, right?
Right. You can do them in any order.
Yeah. So which one do you think would be best? Me rolling my die or Tyler re-rolling his, and then we can just re-roll the other one if that doesn't work out for us.
Okay. Tyler, re-roll yours.
All right. There we go, Morgan. Tell Tyler what to do. 6. Oh my gosh, now we're all 6s. Okay, so now I need to re-roll mine because everyone's at a freaking 6. Okay. D8.
1.
And there we go. You got it. So there's another point, and that did take a point of stamina. If Mike, I think you're on that. If you can mark down the pilot, you did use a point of stamina. Again, it's probably just like the G-forces or whatever. I don't think there's G-forces in space, but just the difficulty of just trying to maneuver the ship. But we are at a 6. So again, we're getting the hang of it. It's close. Yeah, go ahead. Oh, that was me. I was talking to myself. I could hear myself in my ear. Let's everyone re-roll those same dice. My D8. I see another 6. I got a 7. Oh, Tyler got a 3. There we go. The hot shot pilot's getting it now. That is a difference of 3. Now we're down to 3. That was an easy victory. Everyone re-roll the same die. 1. I got a crappy roll. Tyler got a 9. Come on, Mike. You're my only hope. Mike got a freaking 1. And Morgan got a 7. Jeez, look at this. Okay, that is a butt kick. And we did not use any of our assets. So when it came down to it, we just used 1 point of stamina. We did burn through, I think, just in this capturing the caltrop, we probably gained close to 2 points of escalation. I think we did about 4 different challenge rolls for that. Is that correct, Mike?
I'm finding it really hard to track all the different numbers at the same time.
Yeah. Sorry, dude. I think we did 4. Well, because we're doing the pilot and the science. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, science.
Yeah. So each time we made a challenge roll trying to capture the caltrop, that was 2. When we get 4 points, that means we go up. So I'm pretty sure we did that like 4 times. So I think overall we're going to have 3 points of escalation. Yeah, sorry, Mike. And I know I'm making you roll dice and also write things down, which Owlbear isn't the easiest thing to take notes on either. So, but I think we do have 3 points of escalation if we can put that down somewhere. I appreciate that, Mike. Thank you.
Yep, it's under escalation in the up above.
Oh, look at that. 3.0. Look at that. Thanks, Mike. You're so busy picking like really cool fonts and colors. I like it. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah. No, thank you. Okay, so we did it. We once this is complete, we got the caltrop on board. So that was our mission for today. That went pretty successful. We're starting to get the hang of it. There are the little few new things like introduced into the system. And now for next Monday, we will see what happens when we do get this caltrop. And it sounds like we're trying to like open up its black box and see like who's setting it to make it do its weird caltrop things. So, Lone Splunker, is there anything that like noteworthy or that we did wrong or that you wanted to just add on here before we wrap today's session up?
No, y'all did great. Thanks for playing. I appreciate it.
Yeah, super fun. Yeah, so that's it. Again, this is welcome aboard, Captain. This is just the introductory scenario. The actual core game itself, you create a lot of it as you go. You won't have these like long paragraphs that I'm reading, for instance. There's all these tables that you're rolling on, and you're just generating this ever-changing world, and there's tons of replayability and variability in the game itself. This is just obviously a tutorial teaching us how the systems work. It's a really great tutorial too. Super well done on this as well. It's a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to. You said this would just take 2 sessions, you moron. You should have known us better than that. But yeah, we will be playing this next Monday, and then tomorrow we are playing alone against Nyarlathotep. Tyler, thank you so much. Are you gonna be with us tomorrow?
Yeah, I think so. I'll try to make it.
Hooray! Great. And Lee, yeah, we will see you tomorrow as well, Lee Wade. And we will I'll see you guys tomorrow at 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Spelunker, Morgan, Mike, Tyler, thank you so much for playing. And anyone else, Lee, thank you for watching. And AJ, I'm sure you're gone. I mentioned the thing about a colonoscopy and he left, like you do. So on that note, bye everyone. Stay dorky, my friends. Appreciate it.
Bye.
Thanks, guys.